Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Another Trey's Let's Play modded Minecraft version 1.21. Today I have so many things I want to do. Now that we have an AE system up and going, we can pretty much go in any direction we want from at this point. I think I want to continue with the storage by building some drawers. So if we look at storage drawers, this is a mod that I've used for a long time. I know a lot of people have switched over to what's called functional storage, which is a very similar mod. I still like storage drawers, so I'm going to keep using it for now. I don't see any reason to switch. So what I'd like to do is put a bunch of drawers on this wall. Before I do that, actually, what does it take? Well, I've been having a lot of power problems. I did a lot of mining in between episodes, by the way. As you saw, I got a whole bunch of hearts. I'm only 1 heart shy of having maximum hearts. I have all these resources. I should probably be sagging this up, although I already have so much iron already. So I really want to get drawers going to hold all this stuff. But in the meantime, we can throw this guy in here. He'll get sagged up. I want to upgrade this magmator. What does it take to get the next level of magmator? So right now, I believe we have the basic one. Yes, we have the basic one. So to go to hardened, that's when we get into the energized steel. Energized steel is going to require an energizing rods and an energizing orb, which shouldn't be too bad. Let's see if we can get some of this going. So if I want to make energized steel, this guy with this, we're going to need an energizing orb, which means we're going to need one of these. We're going to need some of these. Let's just make a bunch of them. Here, energizing orb. Still need this guy. Then energizing orb. I need some more of these. We could use some more of this stuff. So I just grabbed a bunch of coal and we do have a bucket of lava. Can we just make this right now? Because that would be really nice. No, we need the 2 clay. Where did I put the clay? Up here. These need to get moved. All right, so this guy comes from these guys, comes from this. Bop. Keep our bucket, and then we should be able to make the dielectric paste. That guy, and then to go along with that guy, we're also going to need a couple. I'm going to go for about 3. I think we're going to go straight for the basic rods, which means we're going to need 3 of these. Can I not make more of those? Yeah, I don't know why it's only having me make 1 at a time. It's kind of annoying. Basic, take this guy. I want to double check for the energizing ones. Do we need the basic ones? Yeah, so that's fine. All right, so now that we've got those 3, to get these basic guys, we're gonna need some blocks of quartz, which we should have a bunch of quartz right here. Don't want to put that in there. Okay, and then to make energized steel, we're going to need some more of these, which means some redstone blocks. Don't have redstone on us, but we can grab some. All right, let's make a couple of these. Oh, we do need the starter ones to upgrade, so let's get a bunch of these. gonna make these. So let's get one. Let's just throw a bunch of this stuff in here for now. Actually, you know what? Let's just throw everything in. That'll make it easier to craft. That should get us 3 of those because we got one here. And then we want to upgrade those from starters to basic. In order to make that, we're going to need 3 more of these, which means we're going to need a bunch more of these. All right, what do we run out of? Iron? And then we're going to need another one of these. Okay, we've got 1 basic. We're gonna need some more of this stuff, which means we're gonna need more lava. Can we keep our bucket? Yeah. Gonna need some more of these. And I believe it's just 1 more of these. Oh, you know what? It's because I took it out of there. Okay, so now that we have those, do we have any energy cables? Got a couple. We might need some more. We've also got to find a place to put this. I think for now, to make it easy, just because we need somewhere to use it. Oh, you know what? We also need that orb that we crafted. So let's take this guy. All right, we'll put him here. We'll take these guys and we will put them here, here, and here. They should power up. And then in order to make the steel, energized steel, we should just need gold and iron. So let's get a bunch of that. Ah, come on. Let's take a stack of gold and a stack of iron, which we have plenty. We should probably get some gold sagging. All right, while that's going, let's go down here. Do those, and that's all it takes. We'll get a couple of these. Oops. In order to take it out, you gotta shift right click with an empty hand. All right, so in order to make the energized magmator, a hardened magmator, we're gonna need 5, and then 4 is 9. So it looks like we might just need 9, and we have 8. that. Oh, it makes 2 at a time, so we should be good for now. Also, I want to repair this guy before we run out of lava. Let's get this iron going. And up he goes. I very soon want to get into the next tier of dire tools, but that is going to require going to the end. So can we? We don't need to go there right now. You know what? We are going to need to... The problem we're going to have is we need this to upgrade, but right now all of our power is being eaten. So we might have to wait on that. In the meantime, do we have everything else we need? Not blazing. Hardened. So we can make the rest of what we need. We should also eat. Auto crafting is going to make this whole process so much faster. So hardened. We need one of these. Done. We also need 2 of these, which you make 2 in a craft, but we're going to need a couple of these. Oh, we're out of power. So I believe it's because the furnace was eating up all the power. Do we have any lava left? We do. Should still be making power here. It's because of the sag mill. So let's stop that for now. Let's get rid of a bunch of this. Still buffering the furnace. This is what happens when we burn through all of our furnace power. We definitely need an upgrade. We might need to get into a better power gen source. I'm thinking maybe reactors, big reactors would be good. So the hardened one makes 200 FE a tick. Basic one makes 80. So that is a big improvement. The 800 FE a tick for blazing would be nice. What does it take to make blazing? Not anything we don't have. It's not hard to get blaze powder. We might actually go to blazing. Alright, and our buffer is full, which means we should be backing up on power any minute now. It might be getting the AE system going. Place online. We are ready to rock. All right, so hardened. We need one of these guys. 2 of these guys. Then we just need our basic magmator. Let's go get him. Hopefully we can get up here and do this before the AE system shuts down. Let's see. Hardened. There we go. So that should give us a lot more power. We should look into getting the next tier. Let's see. This needs to go on a block. All right, so that immediately filled up. We're making a bunch of power. We should take this up to hardened as well. But for now, we should be good there. Does that actually make enough to keep up with our furnace now? Let's find out. No, it still doesn't. This is a crazy furnace. We got a little bit of upgrade on our power. Let's go ahead and start on these drawers. So if I put these in here, should be able to get this. Drawers are pretty easy to make. The basic drawer is just some wood. That. So if we want to get a bunch, we're going to need a bunch of chests. Let's get all this. All right, so 7 chests. How many do I want? So basically what I want to do is 7. So these are 6, 18. Let's make 18 drawers real quick. We're going to need more chests. Might even need to go for some more wood. So then we've got that. Let's make a whole bunch more wood. We're gonna need to go like this. So how many do we have right now? 7. We want 18. 17. One more. Okay. Oop, wrong way. I do, so I'm going to put a drawer controller here, and then I'm going to put some, there's a block that doesn't act as a drawer, but it connects them. What is it called? If I go to @storage drawers, these are called oak trims, and they're pretty cheap to make. So controller's going to go right here, which means the oak trims need to connect to at least one of them. So I guess right there. Yep. And then we need 1, 2, 3 more oak trims. Makes 4 at a time, so that's good. Okay, do we have any drawers left? Just the one. Boop. All right, let's make our controller. Controllers are a little more expensive. The drawer controller is going to take a whole bunch of stuff to make. So we're going to need some redstone, some sticks. Let's get some, I had some redstone on me. Quartz. Do I have any quartz on me? Nope, let's grab some of that. All right, we're going to need a diamond. I know that. All right, so we should be able to make, we're gonna need 6 of these, which means we're gonna need a bunch of sticks. That was way too many sticks. I did not plan to make that many. But now we have sticks for a while. So we need 6 of these. So we need a bunch of stone. Looks like we're gonna need more lava. We should do that before we run out. All right, and then don't forget to whack it with the configurator to dump it in there, and we're making power again. Okay, what were we working on? Controller. Okay, so for this, we're gonna need 2 of these guys. Then we just need any drawer. In order to do that, we are going to need some wood. Are we out of wood? No, we're not. Almost. All right, so we've got drawer. And then for the controller, we just need this. Okay. So we are going to attach the controller to the AE system, which means we're gonna need to go like this. We should hit, there we go. this means we should be getting close to, yeah, okay. So we're probably gonna pull a cable from here eventually. But that means we're gonna need to make controllers extending all the way over to here, which means we're gonna need a bunch of diamonds. Come on. There we go. But for now, we can just put our controller here so we can get that started. And then the next thing we're gonna want some 4x4 drawer or 2x2 drawers over here. We are gonna need more wood, so I'm gonna go chop down trees and I'll be back. All right, those logs should last us a little while. So the next thing I'm gonna want to do is make 2x2 drawers, which don't hold as much, but they can hold a lot more items. So it's for stuff that we get some of, but not like a whole ton. So we're back to at storage drawers, and then we're looking for a 2x2 oak drawer, which is this guy. Pretty simple. These actually craft 4 at a time, which is nice. That means we can make just a couple chests, and these we're gonna need more wood. We need 2 more. What are we missing? Chests. Okay. We'll have 2 left over that we can use for crafting other things. That'll get us a bunch of these. Right, and then in the center, I don't know if we're going to need 18. I suspect we might, but we're going to do compacting drawers for things like ores and dusts that have block forms and ingot forms and nugget forms and things like that. So what does it take to make compacting drawers? I know they're a little more expensive. All right. So we do have some drawers. We're going to need a bunch of pistons. So we're going to need 1836 pistons, which means we're going to need some cobble. More cobble. We have a ton of cobble in here, so that'll be fine. Also gonna need some more iron. Of course, we're gonna run out of wood. So 36 pistons done. I'm thinking I might want some, you know what? I'm just going to make them all the 3 tiers. Is there a difference in the recipe? You don't need, oh, it's only 1 piston for the 2 tiers. That's fine. I already made the pistons. We do need a bunch more drawers. So that means wood and chests. Let's do it like that. So that's 10. What did we run out of? Stone? Yeah, let's go get some stone. Right, we ran out of drawers again. Compacting drawers. 18. Okay. Okay. So now that we've got all our drawers in place, we can go ahead and start putting things in them. Especially all the stuff in here. So like iron. Do I have any copper? I would like to get copper in a drawer first. We have a bunch of sticks. So we're going to put the iron here. We're going to put copper here. Copper doesn't have a nugget. It does. I don't know why I didn't like putting that nugget in there. So copper goes here. I'm going to go ahead and put all of this stuff in these drawers, and I'll come back when we're all nice and organized. So while I'm working on these drawers, I also want to make some keys for them so that I can change some settings with them. The first thing we're going to need is a drawer key, which is going to require a drawer upgrade. Make a bunch of those. So this one will lock drawers so that they don't get overrided. Can I actually just lock this? Oh yeah, that'll lock them all. Nice. So that will make it so that if like I pull the last piece of coal out of this drawer, it's not going to let other items get filled into this slot. It'll remember that it's a coal drawer even if there's none in it. So now that I have that one, I also would like the quantity key. What does it take to make this? A bunch of stuff that I don't have. I did find a cool village while I was out exploring the world. I'm going to show you that real quick. I called it Peaceful Village. It's up in the mountains of Sakura Forest near the Snowy Peak. It's really nice. I put a waste on here so I remembered how to get here. I do want to steal a bunch of their books. So okay, it's actually up so high that the clouds are here. There was a section that had like a whole bunch of books that I wanted to steal from these guys. I think we'll take this book. I don't really want to take the ones from upstairs where it looks cool if I don't have to. Take these chests. I don't think there was really anything good in them. There's a glowberry cookie. I thought there was a room that had a bunch of books in it. Take this one too. Oh, I also wanted to check out, there's like a dungeon or something off to the side here that I want to check out. I don't know what this is. Oops. Looks like there are some enemies in here. Take the emeralds, sure. More food. Yep. What are those seeds? Very good seeds. Don't need that right now. All right. Let's see if we can see what's in here without getting killed. I don't know what this guy is, but he's hard to kill. This guy too. Says skeleton, but I don't see a texture. Anything in here? Nope. Slime balls. I'll take some of those. Let's see. Glowberry cheesecake. Nope. We'll take more food. Some gold. Why not? Anything else? Whoa. Okay. All right. Come here. Wonder why they're invisible. Wonder if that's a glitch or if they're supposed to be. Let's eat some food. Of course I came here with like a full inventory and then decided to raid a dungeon. Oh boy. Glad I got all those extra hearts before I came here. Whew. Alright, what is this? It's from Cognition. Some gold. Some more food that we don't need. Let's see if we can get our health back up before we go any further. Looks like it does go up a ways yet. Uh-oh. Really? Really? This might have been a bad idea. Come on, so close. Alright, let's eat. We might need to bail on this. That reminds me, there's also another item that I want to make. Why is this not? Oh. Breaking what? Nothing good in that chest? Really? Oh. That's basically the top of the dungeon. Well, guess we're out of here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff we don't need. Alright. Yeah, not a lot here. Kind of disappointing. Oh well. I did want to take a bunch more books, but I don't really want to take them from here. I'll have to find them in a different dungeon. Got a bunch more bones, which we need, because I used a lot of white dye. So slime balls will come in handy later. We'll stick those there. Bones, might as well give them a spot. We'll put them over here. I kind of put all the mob drops over on this side. The reason I went there, though, was to get a book. That's right. I got the book that I wanted. I need a feather, and I need some ink. I thought I had ink. I should probably have a feather, too. There's a chest upstairs that I know I had a bunch of stuff in. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night. Full of arrows. That looks comfortable. I really love this wand. It's so nice. Alright, we got ink, but we do not have feathers. Where's a good place to find a chicken? The plains, right? So, if we go here and we go to Spawn Village, there should be chickens here. Should be a lot of chickens here. Aha, chickens. Feathers? Got the one we needed. Alright, so now we will make one of these book and quills. We do need another of the basic keys because I don't want to use up the one that I have. They're handy. So quantity key like that, and then we'll make our normal key again. Cool. We can put our normal drawer key in our backpack, and then we'll use we don't need this. And we got so much stuff in our inventory. So ink can go in here. Yep. Seeds. Chicken. So let's use our quantity key. And that will make it so that all the drawers tell us the exact number of items that are in them, which is really nice. So now that we got our drawers, what we really should do is get some cables going so that we can hook this system up to the AE system. And we got a long way to go to get there. So we're going to need wool, and we're going to need to be making AE cables, which means we need the basic cables, which are the Fluix cables. That means we need to get Fluix crystals going. So charge Certus quartz, redstone. I think we should automate the charge Certus. So in order to do that, we're gonna need some hoppers, and I guess is probably an easy way to do it. Another chest, another hopper. All right, let's take our charger from over here and put him over somewhere here where he's going to be a little closer. We do have power going under here, right? So let's just extend that a little bit. Cables. Put that there. Put this guy here. We'll put a hopper. Really, I wanted to put a hopper on top and then a hopper over here. Can I? Why do those hoppers look different? I must have a mod that changes the graphic of the hopper. Anyway, so now we just need a way to pull the items out from the hopper. You know what I could do? Let's try this way. Can we put this on the back? Yes. I want a chest here, and then we'll put a hopper here, and we'll put a hopper up here. Then we should be able to just take some of our Certus quartz, which I already put in a drawer. Get this harvested up. So if we put that in there and we put it there, it should only pull the quartz out once it's charged. So this is just a quick way to get that automated. I do want more going though, because we're gonna need more than that. We'll do a whole stack, sure. We're gonna need a lot of fluix. So we'll let this go. That'll take a little while. I did realize that I hadn't installed just another ore processing attempt, but now I've added it, so we should be able to turn all of our ores into dusts. You're out of lava. We do not want to do this right now, because we're gonna have the same problem that we had before where we ran out of power. You know what we should do? Well, let's get some power going, and then we're going to do something about this lava situation. All right, guys, so we're actually out of time for the episode. I do want to throw this in here quick so we get our fluix going, so that the next episode we can take all these fluix crystals, turn them into cables so we can hook up our drawers to our AE system. And after that, I think what I want to do is, I have an idea for a way to deal with our power situation. We keep running out of power. So I want to deal with that in two ways. I want to get blazes automated so that we can get into the blazing tier. And I also, let's get rid of this guy. You get out of here. I want to get into the blazing tier of the Powah stuff. Oh, thanks for the flower. And then I also want to work on some other ways to get lava back to our base more efficiently. So like I said, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back for the next one if you'd like. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.